Hey folks, welcome to this breakdown of UFC Fight Night Hall versus Silva. That's UFC Fight Night 181, UFC on ESPN Plus 39, yeah, and UFC Vegas 12. Thank you UFC once again for making an incredibly horrible naming convention. All right, let's get right to it. So, what happened? This is the end phase. Anderson was knocked down in the previous round. He's going to feint with that left hand, and Uriah is going to back up. So that's the first step. So he feints with that left hand, throws it, but doesn't commit to it, and you can see that Uriah is already backing up. Anderson wants that big right hand to come over the top, which is what happens next. Big right hand coming over, but it misses. You can see that Uriah is already looking for a counter, but he's not committing to it right yet because he knows on the one hand that Anderson is really good, and on the other hand, he's been a little bit gun shy to basically pull the trigger during the entire fight. So right hand misses from Anderson. You see the non-committal right hand of Uriah. And I'm going to take one more step forward. Here, the big left hand from Anderson that completely misses. I want you to watch this here. Look how far out of reach he is here. That is fully missed. And you can see at this stage in time that here Uriah has his arm ready to go, chambered for that big wide lead hook here. And that's going to come up next. And Anderson is going to want to step a little bit to the left to cut off the cage. And that means that he will run straight into that right hook. So here we have that coming up next. Anderson plants on his right foot. He wants to commit to the right hand, but you can see right here that that arm of Uriah is coming in, and there's a lot of torque in there. He did a nice step back and then pivoted with the upper body and swings that right hand in, and it lands perfectly here on Anderson's face, just as he wants to come close and hit with that right hand. So this is the impact. Boom. You can see that Anderson, he's totally out of it. He drops down, falls on the ground. Nice thing here, Uriah watches what's going on. He doesn't just go nuts. He watches what's going on, and he commits to ground and pound by being careful. So he doesn't dive on top of Anderson. Anderson's got a good ground game, doesn't do that. He just follows him to the ground. Here, does some striking. And at this point, Anderson was still in the fight, but he was having difficulty. Smart move by Uriah. He's going to take a step back, get out of the guard here, take a quick step back here, and then recommit a quick spin around, and then recommit coming forward as Anderson is still reeling from the knockdown here. It's going to follow up, control the legs. See the first punch land here. It's going to land a few more, and at this stage, see that's just landing flush. And at this stage, Anderson is pretty much done. He has a hard time. I mean, watch this impact here. You can see his head snap back into the mat here. These are bad blows to take when you're 45, let alone when you're 25. So Anderson's taking too much damage here, and the ref correctly steps in. Again, another blow lands, so this is the end of the fight. And you can see the reaction by Anderson. He's going to grab the Herb Dean's leg. I mean, what happens next? He's so out of it that he grabs Herb Dean's leg right here and continues to hold on for a little while. Really sad to see this as the end of Anderson's career, but you know, it is what it is. He's 45, time to leave the gloves in the cage and move on to other things. Right, that's it guys. I'm going to do a full breakdown over on my Patreon page, and I'm going to break down a few more of the knockouts that we saw, not least of which the one by Greg Hardy over on Patreon. All right, enjoy, bye.